So for the first scramble, I noticed that green is already in position, so the green cross piece. Orange and blue can be inserted really easily, and then I'll insert red last by misaligning the cross, insert red, then realigning the cross. So the first F2O pair would most likely be the red and green pair. So what I do is I usually pick a corner to track. So when I insert red, so if I insert orange and blue, it doesn't affect the corner. When I insert red, the 3-move insert would bring the white sticker here, then it will bring it down, and then when I restore the green cross piece, it'll bring the white corner up. So I know that this corner is going to be white facing up. Normally I just only track the corner because I'm not that good at tracking both the corner and edge. But in this case, the red and green edge is actually really easy to track because when I insert orange and blue, it moves right here and it doesn't get affected by red. So this will be my first F2O pair, pretty easy pair. So like this, so orange, blue, then I'll insert red, like that, and then the red and green pair here. So just as I predicted, going into the back. So here, I saw both the red and blue and the orange and blue. I was going to do the red and blue, but I realized that this pair would be the better pair to do, so I'll do the orange and blue first. I can split it up like this, and then insert this pair into the front, like that. Now I can move on to the blue and red pair. So now that they're in a better position as well, so I could pair them up like this, similar to the first F2O pair, and insert into the back as well. And finally, a pretty easy case to look ahead to, it's the orange and blue pair. So I could pair them up like this, and then to avoid a dot case, I can insert with a sledgehammer to orient some edges. This Olo, pretty easy Olo, it's inverse sledge followed by inverse sexy, and then we get a T-perm. So for the second scramble, we have red sort of in place, blue, orange, and green all over here. So what I could do is to move red over to where orange is, because orange is also set up to its opposite color. And as I do an L2 to insert orange, blue will be attached to green, which is its opposite center. So these colors will be correct relative to each other. Then finally green will be at the back, and all I have to do is align the cross, insert green, and finally realign the cross. And so the first F2O pair would most likely be the red and blue pair. So I track the corner. So when I move red over, it doesn't affect the corner. When I insert green and orange, so green won't affect it, but as I insert orange with the F prime, that'll just move the corner over like this. And then inserting green would... Oh, okay. So as as I insert blue, as I insert blue, the corner will be paired up with the edge that I just saw, and then as I insert green, I think that this would be paired up. So I have that in mind. So I guess I'll just start the solve and see if everything works out or not. So I'll align red to its opposite center. That way, orange and blue can go into their opposite places. And yeah, as I insert green, you'll notice that this gets paired up. So as I align the cross, I could rotate and insert into the back slot. Before I rotate it, I noticed that this edge is solved. So I'm going to be looking for the red and green corner as I rotate. So I don't see the red and green corner here. So I see green. I think that's the correct corner. And it is. So here, because I know this edge was solved, I can do a keyhole here. So all I have to do is move the D layer over and move the corner over like this. So I can insert the corner like this and then align the D layer. And just like that, we have our back F2O slot solved, which is really nice for look ahead. And we have this edge solved as well. So once again, an opportunity for keyhole. We could insert the corner like this. So we could move the D layer over, move the U layer over like this. Then we can insert just the corner, and then we have 3 F2O pairs solved. And then finally we have this pair here. So this is more of a standard pair, so we can take the corner out like this to pair them up, and then insert into the front like that. Olo, this is a nice Olo. Starts off with an RU2, then goes into a Sledgehammer, and then reverse the moves, and then we have an E-Perm. So for the third scramble, we don't really have that nice of a cross. We have red and blue here, and then we got orange and green seemingly in pretty bad positions. So I think what I'll do is I'll start off just with a D move, so that when I insert blue, I can insert orange as well. And then with green, I'll probably just do a U and L2 to insert green at the end. And so I'll insert red first as well, so to get that out of the way. The first F12 pair, well, I think I might track this corner because I don't think it'll move that much. Actually, I don't think it'll move at all until the very end when I insert green. So when I insert green, I'll do a U move to align green, so this corner will just end up here, still with white on top. This edge will move around a lot. I don't think I'll actually track it. I'll just see where it goes as I'm doing the cross. So yeah, so I'll move the D layer over first like that before inserting the red cross piece. So this way when I move red over, green can move orange out like that, and I can insert orange, and then at the very end, U L2 to insert green, and I know that this corner is over here, and here's the edge that goes with it. So pretty simple here. So all I could do is align the edge to the color, and then I can pair the F12 pair up like this and insert into the back to help with look ahead. So now we okay, so this is pretty bad. All my corners are in slots, but I think the next F12 pair I would be the red and blue. So this pair here, so I could take the corner out like that so it pairs up, and then insert into the back like this. So next F12 pair would be the orange and green. So once again, I could hide the corner, pair the edge up like this, and here I have a choice. So I have to rotate to insert no matter what. So if I insert regularly, this leads to a pretty bad F12 pair for orange and blue. Like this is pretty bad to solve, especially for last slot. So instead, in this case, I would put the F12 pair here and insert with the U2, like that. And that results in a split case, which is much easier to solve, especially for last slot. So I could hide the edge, move the corner over, pair them up, and then insert into the front, like that. So for Olo, this is a more trickier Olo algorithm. It goes like this. And then after that, we get the Z-Perm. So for the fourth scramble, we have red, blue, and green over here, and then we have orange over here. So not the greatest cross. And I don't think I'll track a F12 pair because this is a pretty complicated cross, and it also looks like all the F12 pairs do move around quite a lot. So for a scramble like this, what I would do is just focus on getting the cross right. So I would insert blue to move red out, and then I'll do a B move to insert red as well. So like this, insert blue, move red down like that. Here I'll just move orange in like that, and then finally U2, L2 for green, and then align the cross. So just like that, this pair showed up, which is very nice because I can just go straight into that, into the back like this. Amazingly, this pair got paired up, so I can insert this into the front as well. So now I have diagonal slots, which is not really a good thing for look ahead. As you can see, I see this corner, but with the edges here. But this isn't a really good pair to do. So I see this pair, so this is a much better pair to do. So I'd move that over and insert this into the back. So the orange and blue pair, like this, into the back. And then finally the red and green pair gets paired up like this. So this is honestly not a really good case, but for last slot it's alright. So just insert the corner, move the edge over like this, and then pair them up and insert into the front. For this OOLO, it goes like this. Whoops. Let's try that again. Like that. And then we get a J-perm. So for the final scramble, I noticed that red and green are here, but green is in the incorrect position. But that's okay because blue is just one move away from being solved correct relative to red. Green would end up with white here. So notice that when I insert orange with an F2, that'll set up green, which would be here, onto it's not the correct center, but correct relative to the other colors. And so for the first F12 pair, I think what I would do is the orange and blue, because I noticed that when I do the first few moves the first move to insert blue won't affect it. When I do the F2, the corner and edge will be attached together and they'll move together over onto this position over here. So and then finally when I insert green over here, that won't affect it as well. So it'll be an attached case with the corner here and edge here. So that will be the first F12 pair. So once again, I'll start off with putting blue in, move orange over, do the F2 to insert orange and to move green over, and then align the cross. And just as I predicted, the pair is attached here. So what I could do is move the corner over and pair the F12 pair up like this. And then here I could rotate and insert this pair into the back. And before I insert, I notice the red and green pair won't be affected from the insert, so I will go straight into that afterwards. So insert this pair and then go straight into the red and green pair, and it's rotationless from this angle, which is quite nice. As I insert, I notice the red and blue, so I'll go straight into that, into the back, so like this, and then insert. So as I insert, I notice the last pair, which is the orange and green, so that also won't move from the insert, so I can go straight into this last pair, the orange and green pair. So now we have OOLO, so this algorithm here, and then we get another EPERM. So I hope you guys found these example solves useful. I've tried to make it as realistic as possible, so these tend to be what I do in an actual solve. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.